of Satan, they are the devil's children. And these devils walking around here taking pictures. These so-called Jews, like they didn't like what he was saying. So he's going to take a picture of them. Hey, so-called white man, the Most High, God and the angels and Jesus Christ is taking your picture. Taking your CIA, your FBI, your president, your Navy, your Air Force, your Army, your space, probes, and all that garbage going to be blown to hell and back. Because you devils are coming down. Christ and the angels going to bring you down. Along with you, that from the seed of Esau, and the counterpart of Satan, they are the devil's children. And these devils walking around here taking pictures. These so-called Jews, like they didn't like what he was saying. So he's going to take a picture of them. Hey, so-called white man, the Most High, God and the angels and Jesus Christ is taking your picture. Taking your CIA, your FBI, your president, your Navy, your Air Force, your Army, your space, probes, and all that garbage going to be blown to hell and back. Because you devils are coming down. Christ and the angels going to bring you down.
So you have a short time in your kingdom, in your these places that's going to be hit in this thermonuclear war is America. America's going to be wiped off the face of the planet Earth. That's going to...
The blacks are the real Jews, that they are the chosen people of God. They are superior to whites, according to the Bible. According to the the blacks are the real Jews, that they are the chosen people of God. They are superior to whites, according to the Bible. According to the Bible is what they say.
You're going to find out that regardless of how you feel, America's going to be judged for all of these wicked crimes that they're committing. All right, the eyes of the Heavenly Father are watching all of these adulteries and fornications that's going on in this place, and because it's condoned by the hierarchy of this society, it's going to be judged. And Jesus Christ is going to be the one that's going to judge this place. And you're not going to like the judgment that's going to come on America because of all the wickedness that's being done in this place. You're going to find out.
So what are we teaching? Back to the battle again. What are we teaching? We're teaching that the Negroes, Western Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, Indians in America are the Israelites, are the real Jews. Now I'm going to ask you, what are you Negroes in America teaching? We're teaching that the Negroes in this country are the real Jews. What are you Negroes in America teaching? What are you teaching?
Halfway between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. is a hidden city. The headquarters of the National Security Agency, NSA. Here, tens of thousands of mathematicians, computer scientists, analysts, linguists, and voice interceptors work in absolute secrecy.
For those in the know, the joke was always that NSA stood for no such agency. For those on the inside, the joke was that NSA stood for never say anything.
NSA's job to secretly listen in on telephone conversations, email communications, anything and everything that might... Since the 9/11 attacks, NSA's role has grown even bigger, along with its license to listen in on Americans here and abroad. Since the 9/11 attacks, NSA's role has grown even bigger, along with its license to listen in on Americans here and abroad.
It was incredibly uncomfortable to be listening to private personal conversations of Americans. And it's almost like going through and finding somebody's diary.
But is this flood of...
Psalms 64 verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Jump down to verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They say, who shall see them? Now, this is the hidden city that these people are talking about. This hidden city is surveillance for America and the citizens of America. And let's see, why do they have this surveillance and what impact is it doing? Now, when you look at Psalm 64, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. And verse 4 say, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. So they want to shoot at the Israelites. And these dragons are pretty much doing things in secret. Now, let's read Job 15 and 21. It says, a dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. So a dreadful sound is in his ears. What is his ears? The surveillance hidden city. You see, and before they started this hidden city, and after 9/11, they had one, but 9/11 increased, and it increased the hidden city and expanded the situation due to the Patriot Act, and a lot of bills that's been passed to allow these individuals to surveillance or listen in, use their ears and listen to the phone conversation of their citizens, the common citizens of America. Now, the dreadful sound that they're hearing is the Israelites all the way from 1990, 96, 98. They was hearing this dreadful sound in their ears telling them that their kingdom was going to fall. You see, that destruction was coming for them. And then when you go to Job 21:31, it say, who shall declare his way to his face? You see, the Israelites in their face telling them, your kingdom is going to fall. Your kingdom is a short rulership, and it's going to come to pass that you're going to get punished for all the wickedness that you've been doing. That's that dreadful sound that's in their ears. And they listening to every phone conversation, every statement, every time an Israelite have a conversation, they own what he talking about, what he doing. That's why 3 to 4 years later, in 2005, the YouTube popped up, and the dreadful noise got louder. The dreadful sound in their ears got louder, because not only was it with the NSA, they can hear the Israelites and on the street corner, but now you can hear them on the YouTube. You see, and that noise and that sound, that dreadful sound of his destruction in the middle of his prosperity, is just too much. So that's when you get to Psalms 83. Now Psalms 83 should let you see how they not only are they having secret councils with themselves here in America, but in Psalms 83 it talks about all the nations, all the other nations. In verse 5 it say, they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So these other nations is confederate. They all trying to tap in on what the Israelites got going on, and they all in on it. It's just not the so-called nation of Edom. In verse 6 of Psalms 83, it says the Ishmaelites, the Arabs is in on it. So they help fabricate 9/11. Then you got the Chinese, the Moabites, and the Hagarenes, the Africans. They all in on it. And it's a dreadful, because they all hearing the dreadful sound that all of them is going into slavery. And let's get that in Revelation 13. We'll end it on that. This is the dreadful sound that these nations is hearing in their ears. Revelation 13 and 10, it say, well, let's read Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. You see, this is what they're hearing with their ears, this dreadful sound. Verse 10, it say, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So this is the dreadful sound that they're hearing due to their intelligence and phone tapping, pretty much what they're doing. And they've been hearing this dreadful sound since the 70s, 80s, 90s, and it's getting louder. So that's why they doing even more secret councils and laying traps for the Israelites, because they know their time is short. So I'm gonna leave it there. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Dash. Double honor to the elders, pushing the truth. Peace to the elect. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.